What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Beacon. So today, guys, in Splatoon 3, I went through and decided to read about some gear abilities, and I learned a lot of things I didn't know before. So today, guys, I'm going to take you through a gameplay of me using these new abilities, and hopefully I can shed some light on some facts and some statistics that maybe you didn't know before. So the ability of the day is going to be Swim Speed Up. As you can see, I have a decent amount of these abilities on my gear right now. I am using a heavy weapon called, is it the Explosher or the Explosher? I've always said Explosher, but it might be Explosher. There's a reason why I'm using a heavy weapon, and I'll get more into that as the video goes on. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. Back when I used to play Splatoon 2, I relied way more on like my raw gaming skills that I've hopefully developed throughout my life than actually taking time to learn the weapon, the damage percentages, the numbers, all this stuff. So I'm really trying to get an edge in Splatoon 3 and learn about all this stuff and try to become a more experienced, knowledgeable Splatoon player. And I hope by doing this, I can create videos like this to maybe help you guys and we can learn together along the way. So if you guys like the video, if you want to drop a like on it, I would appreciate any feedback you could leave me in the comments. So if there's anything I could do better, or if I get anything wrong in this video, I love constructive, respectful feedback. So the match for About to Watch is not my greatest match of all time, but it's also far from my worst. This is my third time ever using this weapon in any Splatoon game, period. And I'm kind of learning more or less that you want to use this as kind of like a mortar weapon. You don't want to get in too close. You want to kind of lob these mortars into your enemies, and you want to turf that way. And I did actually record a match before this, or I thought I did, but my recording software messed up, so it didn't stay recorded. And then I had 3 disconnects in the middle of my game the next few times. So getting this recorded has been a little bit of a challenge, but we're here to talk about Swim Speed Up. So Swim Speed Up is an ability that I think is useful for like beginner players and like the higher end of competitive players. Because mobility in Splatoon can be very important, because mobility in a sense is basically the game, right? Getting out of your enemy's effective zone, trying to create distractions, trying to get out of the way of Tenta missiles. So basically any weapon class weight is going to benefit from Swim Speed Up. And I bet you a lot of people don't even know that like different weapons have different weights that create different swim speeds throughout like ink and everything. So if you're using a heavy weapon class, you're actually going to see the most benefit from using Swim Speed Up. So if you're using Swim Speed Up on a weapon that's classified as a heavyweight weapon, you can actually get up to a 39% boost in your swim speed. But if you're using a weapon classified as a middleweight weapon, you can only get up to a 25% boost in your swim speed. And if you're using a lightweight weapon, the most you can get is up to a 20% boost in your swim speed. So we already know that they're going to be adding new weapons in the future, and they could potentially make another weapon into a heavy weapon. But as of right now, there's 6 weapons that are classified as heavy. The E-Liter 4K, the E-Liter 4K with the scope, the Tentambrella, the Explosher, the Hydra Splatting, and the Dynamo Roller. So just to put it in perspective, let's say we're using a heavy weapon, and you wanted to reach the default middleweight swim speed. You would have to fill up 2 of your ability slots with the Swim Speed Up ability. And if you wanted to reach default lightweight swim speed, all you'd have to do is fill up 1 more to make it 3 sub-slots filled. So the best bang for your buck with the least amount of effort, with getting the most out of your ability slots, is to use this on a heavy weapon. And I like these kind of videos if I do create more of these, because it's really going to motivate me to try weapons that I never previously used. Because back in Splatoon 2, I stuck to like the same few weapons, and like I always felt like they were like, the best like early weapons to start with to get a hang of the game. But I never pushed myself to try things like snipers and buckets and rollers, and I've already used more of that in Splatoon 3 than I ever did in Splatoon 2. So another side note, if you're using Ninja Squid, which is basically the ability that makes it so you don't leave ripples when you're swimming up walls or just swimming in ink in general, if you have 1 squid speed up in one of your main zones on your gear, you will completely negate all of the slowing that you get from using Ninja Squid. Because I know Ninja Squid's kind of a popular ability and it's always useful to like be more stealthy, but all you need 1 main zone filled with squid speed up and you'll be smooth sailing like you never even had Ninja Squid on. So we do end up taking the W in this game. I don't think I was the MVP by any means, but I didn't do terrible. All that movement speed, man. The movement speed is what wins games. But I want to say thank you all so much for watching. This is my first time doing any kind of video like this. This is definitely an experiment, just kind of trying something new. So if you enjoyed this and you drop a like on it, if you want to let me know in the comments, if I taught you anything, if you learned anything, if there's any constructive, respectful feedback you can give me, I would really appreciate it. I hope all of you have an amazing rest of your night. Part of the reason I want to make these is because I feel like a lot of people are going to be getting into this game when the Pokemon Splatfest comes out, because a lot of the Pokemon fan base will probably come over and give it a try and whatnot. But Have an amazing one, guys. If you would do me a favor at the end of this video, if you want a squid party with me, let's just do one big fat squid party. Stay happy, healthy, hydrated. Big love, respect, and appreciation. I will respond to every comment posted, and good night, everybody. Squid party!